10.
There you go.
Hey guys, we are live on YouTube. How are you doing Thursday afternoon? And we have lots and lots of things to talk about today because there's a lot of different RCs that came out today. Somebody's dog is barking and it's not mine. Anyways, let's go see who's here in the video with us. We have, in my order of what's going on, Jem's Hobby. How you doing?
How you doing?
John Martin, how you doing?
Not too bad.
You don't look as tired as the other day because when you came back from
Oh man, from the gauntlet or
Yeah.
from
the gauntlet.
Ohio, or both.
Guru's in the chat. Thompson, Bruno, RC Basher Boy is in the chat. How you guys doing? KBRC 13 is with us tonight. He was not feeling well the other night, but now he's with us. Thanks.
Cape Cod.
And he's got his bird with him. They're not synchronized, but that's okay. And we have Matt Harris. How you doing, Matt?
Great. How are you?
Good, good. Kurt's RC, how you doing?
Good, good.
Radioactive just popped by, and Green Frog also is in the chat. And Bill Boyton, how are you doing, Bill?
Oh, not too bad. Not like it was earlier. Thankfully.
Cool. And we have Brad Kalman. How you doing, Brad?
I don't know.
You don't know? Did you refresh? It should be there now.
Yes, it did.
Okay.
I had to turn it off and on the whole system.
Yeah, you didn't have to do that because I actually had the video in private. Now it's in public. So that's why it wasn't showing up on yours or on anybody else other than mine. But there it is.
You figured it out, huh?
I figured it out.
All right.
We got Guru and Green Frog in there.
Yeah, Guru is saying everybody hit that thumbs up.
Basher Boy and
Nathan,
Well, once I can find it, then I'll hit that thumbs up.
it's a different
There it is.
picture.
What's a different picture?
When I looked at it, it was a different picture.
Yeah, the thumbnails. It's open night mic.
Yeah.
I might go back to that one other than my stupid face saying RC talk, whatever. Oh, we'll see.
okay. Everybody wants to talk about the Mojave, Frank.
Oh, I know.
Interesting.
Yeah, there was a lot of drops today.
Yeah, that was
lot.
what 3 or 4, wasn't there total?
Yeah.
Something like that. It was pretty crazy.
RC
Thursdays are always good.
John's going to get a new Mojave, right? Because you like the new transmission.
You're buying it for me? Thank you, Brad.
Yeah, thanks, Brad. Appreciate it.
I'll take one too, Brad.
I'll take two because I need extra parts.
There you go.
Isn't the new transmission system different?
I don't know. I haven't really looked at it or dove into it.
sure
I figured we
Tank will
do it
get to
tonight.
it.
Like I said, I know
Yeah,
it's out. And I did some.
Let's
talk
get to
about
it slowly.
3 Mojaves now. That's good.
Sounds like I need a chew already.
Yeah. Protect your wallet too, man.
Okay. So tonight we will talk about a bunch of stuff. And so I wouldn't forget, I did put them on my Facebook, The Tank RC. So if anybody of you is on Facebook, follow me on Facebook under The Tank RC. And tonight we'll talk about tires. Some tires, some neutron tires.
Yeah.
What's this RC? Never heard of them.
Tires.
Yeah. We're going to talk about Arma. We're going to talk about Koso.
Oh, Koso.
Has dropped another
Oh,
car. Basically,
nice.
that car
That's-
is exactly the
this-
same as this guy,
That's the
But-
I was
AMG,
about to say,
right?
don't you have one of those?
just different paint job.
Ah,
So
Frank's
it's the
gonna
same,
get the other one.
so it's the same chassis then.
Yeah, it's the same chassis. It's a
same
Phaser
body.
MK2, same body, same everything, except it's just a 50th anniversary special paint job.
Nice.
So,
It's a pretty popular car.
Welcome in, Sarge. Welcome in,
Robert.
JD.
Except for one thing, I think they changed the wing at the
Spoiler?
back because the wing does look a little bit different. It's a little thicker, and anyways, just the wing is different, but the rest of the car is exactly the same.
Do you like the new one, Frank?
Yeah, but I'm not going to get it. I already got this one. There's no reason to get this one.
The
I'm
wing
gonna
is
say
taller.
you-
I think the wing might be taller in the back.
Well, the only thing that's different on the wing that I can see is
The mount?
no, the mounts is exactly the same. This is the same mount as mine. Is this thing here is taller, much taller, and it goes down. Mine, the rest is exactly the same. It's just the side fin that are different.
Those are just glued on there too. At least mine.
Oh yeah, they're glued on right there.
Yeah.
You can see that they're glued on right there. So the fin is the same except of these glued on parts. Cool. Anyways, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about this also. We can talk about this right away since I have it open. It was it was meant to happen.
Inevitable, right?
Yeah,
Inevitable.
that's it. I can't even say that word.
Evil Knievel.
Somebody just had to do it, and I'm glad somebody did. And it looks like he did a pretty good
There's
job.
a couple. There's a Robbie Coneval too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's been a Robbie Coneval since like day 3.
Well, Robbie. See, this one is Captain Robbie Coneval.
That's
And
evil.
that's
I was
not-
wondering. I was wondering when somebody was going to do that.
So Robbie is Evil Knievel's son.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if he's still alive. Did he die?
No, he just
No.
passed away. What, 2-3 years ago? I think of
Robbie.
cancer.
Yeah, I think so.
Doing a trick?
No, cancer.
No.
No,
Ah,
Oh, no, not COVID. No.
No,
no COVID.
no, it was cancer.
So to me, he did looks pretty good what he's done. So I'm happy somebody did it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Looks really
He,
good.
he had a really good movie.
I saw a
Evil
video,
Knievel.
I saw a video where he did a big jump with it.
We're
Pretty
also
cool.
going to talk about this, and we'll go to the website. But see, here's the real version of this truck and what they base it on. And we were talking about this on Brad's Live. It is an axle in the front.
Yeah, that looks like a Dynatrack axle. That's
Somebody was saying that it's IFS on the Toyota, but on this Toyota, it is not.
Solid axle.
No, that's like a desert runner, like a rock runner.
that was specially made. Toyota didn't make that.
No.
No,
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
That's a Pro Rock axle, a Pro Rock 60, I think. It's really, you can see the angle on it.
it points up.
Yeah.
Should have had the car there.
That's kind of cool.
Oh,
we're
yeah.
also going to talk about this guy again, even though we talked about it on Tuesday.
Oh, you can enter to win, huh?
Yes. So I put on Facebook, enter to win, and if you win, just send it to me.
I did use your link to enter. I'm not going to send it.
That'd be
So
expensive shipping.
Red Cat on their channel had over an hour-long video on that.
if you're, yes, they were talking about the video on Red Cat YouTube. They had a kind of interview. But if you're worried about the shipping, I'll take care of the shipping.
Okay. All right. That-
Yeah, they're doing a giveaway of the ramp truck and one of the crawlers. So
Yeah, it says here, join our giveaway for a shot of winning a custom Red Cat trailer, hauler, or crawler. So
yeah, interesting.
there's 3 things to
Well,
win.
when I got there and entered, it was saying just the crawler and the ramp truck. Didn't say anything about the trailer.
It says is right here on their YouTube,
Probably,
on their
it's
Facebook.
probably the ramp truck and the trailer together.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You know who
Could
came
be.
out with a new trailer?
Because like I said, once I got to where you could actually sign up, it said nothing about the trailer.
Yeah, maybe it's here. See, a shot of winning at a custom Red Cat trailer, comma, hauler, and then it says or accent crawler.
Hey, Curtis D.
So it is probably the truck and the trailer and the crawler.
Yes, that's what I was thinking too.
WPL came out with a new trailer.
And then
And
The
a
van.
van. a 1/18 scale van from Team Associated, the Monster Van.
12
in the
scale.
white. It is 12
But he's
scale.
got a van now, right?
Yeah,
So they
van.
took the truck body that was originally on it and put a van instead.
FMS actually came out with an LC80, 1/18 scale. It looks pretty good. Fair RC is actually doing some mods, and this mod actually is pretty interesting. We'll talk about it right now. It's the
I wonder what
Hawken
that looks
Police
like.
Department, and they
What is that,
to me,
Rambo?
they did a pretty good job. Hey,
No,
Yeah.
Stranger Things.
yeah,
Stranger.
Stranger
Stranger
Things.
Things.
Oh, that's right.
That looks like Stranger Things.
Yeah, it looks real good.
It looked good Jaws too. They
Yeah.
repainted it.
Yeah, for Jaws.
That's one of the FX 1 or 24s, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And Brad knows this guy.
24.
Calmly.
Brad knows this
And
guy.
they also
Yeah.
earlier this week, they came out with that FCX 18. That's the Land Cruiser body on that one.
I also showed Frank a vehicle that's very expensive for what it is.
I saw that today. I saw that today.
Frank.
Yeah, we're going to talk about.
Monocoque.
No, it's not a monocoque chassis. It's a company from Europe. They make RCs. Never heard of it, but Brad found it. I found it. It is in euros, but it's $999. 999 euros. Sorry. Therefore, it comes up when I do the conversion at $1,200 US.
Right
Ooh.
now.
What
For
scale?
that, and it's a 6S, but I'll show it off a little bit. But
Okay.
I don't think anybody from the States is going to go buy that thing.
Not anytime soon.
Especially when you can buy, I think myself, something that runs a little faster or better, and it's better built, not right here in the US, but available locally, and actually spare parts available locally. But Brad says it's good for people to know. It is.
Interesting.
I don't know if people are going to buy
It's
it.
a lot of money for 6S.
It was 1,053.47 or 55.
It's a lot of money for 6S.
Yep.
Yep.
Is Brad buying us one of those too, along with the Mojave?
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brad's going to
nice.
buy one of those with the Mojave.
Ooh, pick me.
And there is a magic word for shout out today. It is about one of the product that we're showing tonight. So it's the company name. So it's up to you guys to guess what the shout out word is for today. One of the product that we're actually showing.
Cool.
Only Tank would do that.
Yeah, I'm making you guys work, making the chat active.
There was one you had on screen that you didn't talk about.
Which one?
The new RC 4-wheel drive.
Yes, true. I just
That
scrolled
thing
right
is
down
pretty
it.
good size.
Yeah. That thing,
It's got a lot of features.
it's as wide as the early axial wraith rather.
Yeah. So orders yours today, $499 US. Price to me, it looks pretty good for what the truck is. It is a 1/10.
I'm pretty sure it's made by JD Model,
Okay.
which RC 4-wheel drive has them make a lot of their big trucks and shit. And JD Models made their super scale Raptor that they had for a short time. And this thing has locking front and rear diffs. You can go 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive. And
you got a scale motor.
Doesn't it have a Does it have a 2-speed too, Bill?
Yes, it's 2-speed transmission, and it is selectable 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive transmission also. So you can select it low or high in 2-wheel drive and 4x4, which is kind of interesting. I'd love to see that transmission.
I was just about to say that. That'd be an interesting cutaway to see the transmission.
The diffs are selectable. You can
Yeah.
have one
Remote
of them
lock-in diffs.
locked, or you could have them both locked.
Hey, they better be careful. Traxxas might go after them on the lock-in diffs. You better have that
Other
figured
people
out.
done locking diffs, but but
Yeah,
that
Sorry.
$500, I guess, is cheap for one of those, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it seems what you guess is cheap for what
Yeah.
you're getting.
I mean, a Capra's
$1,200.
$500.
Bushman.
1200 kV and it runs 14 mile an hour.
Now, the
Yeah,
only
it's pretty
thing I
slow.
don't like about it,
And is that in the high speed, 14 miles an hour?
Yeah.
Yes.
People are going to change
Or-
that right away.
what I
RC
don't
driver
like-
got it at 16 and
the
Tomley
rear
got it at
wheel
14.
Okay.
So
So
I
it's
was gonna say
fast
the
as 50-wheel drive.
arms, plastic. And so is the cage.
Very scale
So-
detailing,
is
3S
awesome.
brushless system for performance. So it runs on 3S, 6-channel radio and more. So there's
AGM.
more features.
The
Comes with the
diff lock on the
Dumbo.
rear sticks out to the side. It's going to snap off like after probably 3.
Yeah, I don't like the plastic axle housings either. I prefer metal.
Yeah, but you
The-
got to
the plastic
realize
axle houses don't
they
scare
want to sell this thing, so they can't go metal. They probably will do metal upgrades, but people are going to upgrade this no matter what. Like
me. Right.
they have to sell it, then you do upgrades.
And they're a
Oh,
knockoff
it's only
of the
14
SSD
miles an
housing.
hour, huh?
SSD axles knockoffs.
Well, look at the case. Look
Yeah.
at the front
It-
diff.
It's
That's true.
it's
For an
replica.
RTR, that's a good price, I think.
Miller-
What about
Miller
the tires? Are those good tires?
We don't know. I don't know. I've never seen those before. JD
They
models.
couldn't get licensing in time for the NITOs, is what
Yeah,
They
RC
look good.
drivers said.
it says JD models on the tires.
Yeah, well,
Got a lot of scale details in the
And
back.
a lot of
It
scale
does. It has a
transmission.
ton of scale stuff.
Oh, the transmission is actually in the motor is actually in the rear. That's interesting.
Right.
So the
No,
whole
no,
is
it's
in the
under the
rear, so it's built
No, it's-
backward.
It's in the front.
No, it's under the front hood. It's just.
Oh,
the
it's
way
under the front hood. Okay, I thought
Oh,
it was
is
in
it?
the back.
Just the way it's just the way it's oriented there.
Oh,
Okay,
The
okay.
tran-
Oh yeah,
transmission
now I
That's
see.
deceptive.
The transmission has the transfer case on the end of it, and it looks like a real transmission, not old style, but new style.
Right.
0.8 mod for the gears.
It's got nylon
looks like
transfer
so
case.
who's gonna get that?
Doesn't matter.
Mine's not green.
It's not green, so Keith won't get it.
He won't get it because it's not green.
look at that scale LS motor right there.
Yeah.
It's, a set of body panels in clear, so you can paint them yourself.
So the motor's in that motor.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you got
That's
some heat.
inside the engine, yeah.
You could heat up in there.
And that one,
I
that
think
one
that's
is,
part of why they only did 1200 kV.
Say what's that, Josh?
I said, I think that's why they only did 1200 kV. Sorry if I cut you off, Bill.
But you can't even see it, can you? Because it's got all the body panels around it.
It
Yeah, but-
looks
Yeah, but you
amazing.
take, I think the hood comes off, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
It
lifts.
unscrews.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, you could run it naked if you wanted to, take all the panels off.
Run out
Guys,
of the
look at
cage.
lights.
Straps.
It's got a
straps
skid
for the
plate on the
shocks.
bottom. And
Strap
the
it
has
whole
a-
frame, the frame is that cage,
Yeah.
and it's
Scale interior.
yes.
Yeah.
Good, no driver.
No driver.
Well, it's
You get to
acceptable
put
for
your
a
own.
driver.
That's
you-
right.
you
But
go.
you want to put your own. I don't like cars with drivers
That looks like
Dumbo
a
RC.
that come with drivers.
that motor looks like a cheapy motor, but
It's Dumbo.
Hey,
Okay,
Brian,
so
The Dumbo
Hey.
receiver.
so it's
radio.
got 3 servos. So 2-speed and 4x4 and 2-wheel drive is selectable,
Yes.
but the rear diff and front diff are ran by 1 servo. So it's
Yeah, I
not
think
selectable.
it's
You can't.
either just the rear, or it's either all open, just the rear, or the front end of it.
But the differentials lock up front and rear, don't they?
you can't just have the
Yeah.
front lock.
No, the way I read this, no.
Yeah.
You can have it 2-speed, so the high-low. You can have it 4x4 and 2-wheel drive, and then it says and the front rear selectable differential locker.
Hmm.
So the front
Just
and
one or
rear
the other.
are on one channel.
Mm.
Yeah, because I believe what it is yeah, they can be open. One click, you got the rear diff lock. Second click, you got the front and the rear lock.
Oh, okay.
It looks like
Bulletproof components.
Ghoul RC style electronics.
Yeah,
Yeah. And it's modeled after a real King of the Hammers car,
Yeah, that's it. King
Right.
right
Fully
down
hammered.
to the OS engine and the transmission and everything. It's all made to look like what's in that real car.
They don't show the engine open. I know on Facebook I did see it, the engine open.
Yeah, it's
Or,
RC
or,
driver.
was, or was it on one of the YouTube videos?
I mean, you could take the hood off of it, you know.
And they give you another sticker set to change your stickers.
I believe so. Yeah, here's the stickers. So
And
you can put these
Yeah, they
RC
give you
four-wheel
a
drive
set of
stickers.
stickers for it. It's like a red RC four-wheel drive theme.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
this-
get the clear panels.
and keep it
and
take it
stick
green.
back, you know.
That's right.
They need
So
to
I got
pay
a question,
Yeah, go
did
ahead.
RC four-wheel drive have Dumbo RC remotes and their stuff?
That's the
Or
first
is this the
one.
first one? That's the first one?
That's the
That's what I
first
thought.
one they used.
Like the
Dumbo.
first one.
It's probably the first one under $500.
But it's the only one that needed 6 channels.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
This is a low. This is a
The Dumbo
inexpensive-
remote's pretty good controller.
It's
I
pretty
mean, the
inexpensive
standard-
for
the
RC
standard
4-wheel
remote
drive.
for RC four-wheel drive is okay. It's 3 channels, so you could run a winch if you wanted to or something. But
Well, it's RTR, right?
it's the first time they used
Yep.
the Dumbo.
That's what I
And
thought.
it's got so many servo functions, you know.
I wonder if Dennis
Yeah.
is gonna get it.
No,
Yeah,
Dennis won't get.
Darn, batteries not included on the remote. There's a
No, it does.
There's a
come
deal
with
breaker right
AA
there.
battery.
So what are
Deal
those
breaker over
radios?
some
What do those
Dumbo.
radios cost? Like $50?
50 bucks. I
Yeah,
think.
they're in
Dumbos
50.
usually were between 30 and 40.
So there's
Yeah, I've
probably
got 3 of them.
$100 worth of electronics in this.
Seen those radios going for anywhere from 50 to 60.
Yeah, but to tell
That
you the
radio.
truth, what's the first thing that somebody upgrades when they buy a ready to run? What's the very first thing
Servo.
you guys upgraded?
Servo.
Servo,
Servos.
motor,
Steering servo.
SC.
Nothing until it breaks.
Nothing. That's what
not
Frank would
normal.
be like. Frank would be.
If they like having all their RCs on one remote, they'll put a receiver in it so they can use their remote.
True.
Joe. Keegan.
Oh, what the
What?
heck was that?
That's how many channels does that need though? That needs 6?
Yeah.
Needs
Yeah, that
5.
means 6.
Needs
You
5.
got
I mean,
3 servos and plus you got your steering and throttle.
For lights.
Then you got your
Got light buttons all over.
your servos. That's right.
So you need 5 minimum. That it doesn't have a controller for lights for this car.
No, there's no
But it
lights
says-
with it.
No.
It's got a few light buckets, but there's no light set with it.
Yeah. So depending on that Dumbo RC remote, you might not be able to run a winch because a winch needs a 3-position switch. And I believe those
Oh.
3-position switch are probably being used by the 3 servos that are on there right now.
That
Well,
is a good point.
I
Yeah,
don't know. I
55.
don't know the arrangements on the Dumbo radio, but
I've got a bunch of them.
Definitely a 3-position.
Luckily, RC4 drive offers a winch with a remote control itself.
Yeah.
Right?
And
Yeah.
that's what I've
Yeah, they
been
do.
doing on all my trucks that I install a winch now. I get the wireless key fob.
Yeah, I was gonna say the little doggle.
That's what I get nowadays instead of putting it on the winch. I got too many things on the winch right
Even the
now.
cheapo winches can be gotten with that too, you know.
Right.
This is a Dumbo.
That's a Dumbo.
Yeah, this is 3-channel right here. This is the 4th channel. Looks like it's a 3-way switch.
Yeah, that one's 3-position.
Yeah, that's probably
And
the
then-
flopper.
I thought they had 2 up top.
Underneath the cover.
6-channel.
Yeah, but a 6-channel might be different than that one. That's probably just a 4-channel.
Yeah, this is a 4-channel. Like I got another one that has 2 up top.
Yeah.
Has 2 remotes up here.
Drop wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the question is,
Wait a
are they
minute,
two?
I'll get that one.
The question is what, Bill?
Are they 2-position or 3-position?
That is correct.
Oh, he's asking, are they? On the 6th channel.
He's about to go get the remote and we'll find out.
Yeah, that's what I
There you
want to
go.
know when he gets it.
Or 3. Yes.
Mine's
But still,
a
for
little different. But mine
there's
is
6.
yeah, but it's the Rebel Con, but it's the rebranded. There it is. Keith has it.
Yeah, it's got 2 up here.
Those are
and
knobs, right?
Yeah, they're knobs. And then it's got the 4-channel right here. And then it's got another
And that
right
one's
here
just a button.
switch.
So-
Yeah.
So there's only one
Do the
3-position
knobs
switch.
have-
Yeah, number
do the
4.
knobs have- Do the knobs have click positions or are they just complete rotary type?
They come on. I got them for my lights to like turn on, and then you can turn them off. Then you turn them on again. And it's
So there's
weird.
no clicking.
So they're
No, there's no
rotation.
clicking. There's no clicking.
Just
Okay,
rotary.
rotation
So
channel.
it's basically a 2-position, on or off.
On and off.
On
Yeah.
or
It's-
off. Yep.
It's not on and off because it is, how do they call that again? You can turn it on just a little bit. So it's like the speed, like you could assign it to a rear steer, and you could
yeah, you
adjust
can
your
turn
rear
it,
steering
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Variable resistor.
Variable, that's correct.
Yeah, you probably-
Electric wants to know what are those birds drinking?
Water.
Gin and
Liquor.
juice.
Yeah.
Vodka,
Liquor. Whatever was clear liquor. What's liquor? Clear liquor.
vodka.
Vodka.
Vodka, tequila,
Vodka.
Yeah.
Bacardi,
Moonshine.
moonshine,
Moonshine. Yeah.
Moonshine, there you go.
Hell, that friggin'
watermelon
vodka.
moonshine. Oh,
There's a lot of clear liquor.
Yeah. That's
And
what
since
she
he's,
said.
since he's,
I knew
since he's in
that.
Texas, since he's in Texas, we'll say it's tequila.
So Sergeant
thank you.
did
I knew that
figure
was
out the
good.
RC 4-wheel drive. So the magical word for tonight is RC 4-wheel drive. So if you put that in the chat, it will give you a shout out.
Nice.
Did Josh figure that one out?
The first one to figure it out
No,
was
Sergeant
Sergeant
J.
J.
Sergeant J.
Josh, you broke up a trip out what I'm putting on the back of your grand hauler.
Hey, 907 Arctic, how are you doing?
And Robert Everclear brings back high school days.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, Robert, I've had some crazy experiences with the Everclear, buddy.
Oh, me and
That
you
was,
both.
that was how I got through my first divorce. Drinking
Whole
Everclear.
freaking cool at the time, bud.
Everclear, yeah, Everclear's clear.
180 proof, bud.
The only way I could get to sleep. Literally.
It works.
Not a
If
good
you
thing
wanna-
to go to
If
sleep.
you
though.
want to get there fast, you eat the fruit that's in the hunch punch. Never mind drinking.
Tequila. Tequila for tequila.
To kill you.
Clean
Tequila
air,
makes my wife go friggin' nuts.
The fruit soaks it up, man.
So this is AMEWY. And this is the car that's, oh, sorry, it is 8S. Sorry, it's $1,000 8S.
It is it.
It is a
Interesting.
1/7 4-wheel drive 8S truck. But to tell you the truth, I seen a little bit of a picture of the chassis. I'm not sure it's going to be 8S, but hey,
It's going to be fast.
it's going to be
Right.
fast. Yeah. So that's what it looks from the side. AMX Racing. It looks good.
Where are these guys? I've never heard of these. Oh, it's
Germany.
the German one. Yeah. Gotcha.
Germany.
I
Jumping
thought,
out there.
MEWI.
is that new or is that like a re-release? Because if I remember
No, I
correctly, there
think
was
that's a
one
new vehicle.
manufacturer that had one, and I think Sergeant J had one. It was like an MST, I think.
They
Don't correct me
might
on
be.
that.
I think this company rebrands other people's truck because I've
Oh,
looked
I
at some of the
gotcha.
cars they have, and we can look at
That
it.
looks
But
like my Red
Kinda
Cat
like,
landslide.
Kind of like
Take-
Red Cat used to do.
Because if I remember correctly, Sergeant had one that was
What is
supposed to
this?
be similar to the X-Max.
this
that
is a
he had on-
1/7 truck, 1/7 4-wheel drive 8S, almost ready to run from Europe.
The X-Max is bigger than 1/7.
I'll be back in
it?
about a half an
Is it?
hour. I gotta give
Oh, what
Tracy
does that look like? I've
antibiotics.
seen something with
Oh,
the two
yeah.
bars like that before.
Careful, Keith.
I
You
know
say
that's
the,
what I
like-
wanted to find out from you guys. Who have you seen with 2 bars for reinforcement like this?
Looks so familiar.
The dog bones are pretty good. It looks like not bad, but I don't know.
ZD
just
Racing,
standard.
maybe?
Yeah, it's
Maybe.
It looks pretty
There you go.
standard layout.
What was that?
Sergeant Jay, you tell us,
This
buddy.
is a clone of the MX-07, Jason says.
MX-07?
Yeah,
I wanna
Sergeant
look
Jay
like
said
unicorn.
it's just like MX-07.
MX-0, okay. I couldn't remember what it was because I seen it on his channel once or twice.
That's the
Because
that
it was-
Dumbo Rig
Yeah,
that
right.
comes with
Ain't that ZD Racing too?
Yeah.
MX
It is.
07.
It is. Interesting.
You can get
Because
it
I know
for
it looked really
760
familiar.
E-Racing.
There it is, ZD
MX-07.
Racing.
Yeah.
Just rebranded.
Okay. That's kind of, I thought it looked really familiar.
What's ZD's model number on that?
What's the? Yeah, open it up and see what the chassis looks like.
MX
This is shop whatever. I'm not sure which website this is.
Yeah,
Some
see,
tires.
it's the same exact thing, huh?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yep.
It
Except
comes with
tire,
fan
well,
heat
yeah,
sink,
do
that's
50
good.
miles an
Body
hour.
and
Racing
Probably
here.
just a different electronics maybe.
And
Possibly.
here it's actually written.
Man, and how much do they want for that?
Ah,
That's a lot.
$1,000.
How
Oh,
much?
1,200 bucks?
Well, it's 999 euros, which comes up to how much, Brad? Did I tell you when I did the conversion?
1,055.47.
Yeah, $1,000.
Really?
Wow.
They did that unicorn
760 on
clone.
Amazon.
How much on Amazon?
$759.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Hey,
Much
but
cheaper.
this one has look. It has
Still
flashers.
expensive.
It's a basher with flashers again.
I like the
I know it's
silver
a-
body.
I know it's a big truck.
It must be a.
Oh,
It must be a Europe thing.
Right.
I like the
Gotta
silver
be.
body though.
Silver body
on
was on
Amazon
the
too,
ZD
Brad.
Racing also.
So, yeah, the
Interesting.
silver, same thing, silver body.
Yep.
They
Turn
show a little bit
signal
more.
lights.
Yeah, they're all trying to
60
put some scale in there, you know?
Right? Interesting.
765 chassis.
That double brace says they're counting on people sending that bit.
See, this is 529.
That silver one is so nice.
529 for that one. And
529. Save
Almost-
save 23%
There you go.
right now.
and then $800 on Amazon for the other one.
750.
So if I turn this to English, I can go product. Go away. Products.
Oh, it's just they got the roller version and the almost ready to run.
So they sell a
Okay.
whole bunch of stuff, and when you go to cars, they have a whole bunch of different
Crawlers, buggies.
crawlers, buggies. So it's all rebranded stuff.
Yeah, they got everything.
Like even this guy.
Yep.
So it's all rebranded
What
stuff.
what we looking at now? Sorry. Same stuff.
Here's the 1/16 scale
same
military truck.
Dang, you're back
Tracy
already,
didn't,
Keith?
she didn't take her antibiotics out of the refrigerator.
What's that yellow? The yellow buggy's
that
got to
sucks.
be Frank down.
Yeah, I
Which-
gotta do
oh,
it
sorry.
individually, so
It was
Yeah,
a yellow
that's what I
buggy.
was saying. That sucks.
that one.
This guy?
Yeah. What is that? Yeah, 118th.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that's different. Looks kind of like a toy.
Looks toyish for
Yeah.
$24.
but-
Oh, it is
24 bucks.
24
It looks
bucks.
cool
Oh.
though.
yeah.
But hey, looks like parts available, so it's not a toy. That's
It's
what Brad was saying.
it's a
Hobby
cheap
grade.
it's a cheap hobby grade.
25 euros, so probably $30.
Yeah, you can make them. Yeah, it's a hobby grade.
Cool RC, do it yourself. So it's all a part,
Oh,
you
do
build
it
it yourself from Cool RC.
Yeah, it's a
That's
kit.
kind of neat. The 25 euros.
But no electronics, right?
Maximum speed 8 kilometers an hour. No, it probably comes with electronics.
I'm sure you could get it to go faster with the different electronic.
Here's a remote. So it
Looks like
has
the
to have, oh,
electronics
here's
are
the motor.
right there.
Motors
Showing
are
the
there.
remote.
It's got wires.
So it's all installed for you.
Yeah, it's all pre-installed. You just put it together.
That wouldn't be a bad deal
Huh.
for $30 or whatever.
It's a hobby grade if you're putting it together.
It's a hobby grade. Okay, Brad.
What, 1/24th?
It's 1/16th, I think it
1/18th.
was.
Like for
18th
1/18th.
scale.
Hey, Outback
entry
Jack.
level for kids, you know.
Welcome in, Jack.
There you go.
I
Training
got enough,
process.
I got enough scales going on here. I've got 6 scale, 10 scale, 12 scale, which actually says is 18th.
I saw
But they're
some
wrong.
green
Dark
buggy.
And I
Page.
got 1/24th.
That
But
dark man page looked cool.
Oh no,
They
Brad
were
is seeing
different
green stuff now. We're not going to go through all the green buggies.
Brad seeing
But
green.
they have a bunch of different ones,
Uh-oh.
scale ones that are buildable, like the one you just saw.
Let me find the other thing we're going to talk about.
All right.
WPL trailer. That's new.
All Keith needs to do is buy a can of green paint every time he buys an RC.
Have a
That's
good night,
about
Jack.
it.
Sand it down and paint it green.
Yep.
Sand it down.
So these guys
Sand
have
it down,
tires
primer it.
for the 1/8 buggy tires, and they're nice and small format, like low profile. I mean,
Oh, Jack's looking for the
Primer
link.
too.
Jack's
Gotta
looking for the
primer
link. He should have got an email.
Oh yeah,
It's
those
getting
mini
way too much
those,
for me, man.
those are great on a nicely groomed
Tell them to look harder.
Yeah.
Like real hard.
Okay.
Those kind of tires.
Tell
work
him to look
great.
underneath his microwave.
That'd
Okay.
be great on a baseball diamond.
Hold on. I'll put it in the chat and then I'll delete it.
I just sent it to him.
Oh, you did?
Said
Okay.
no email.
Yep.
Thank you.
They kind of remind me of the
Not a problem.
tires that they kind of remind me of whole shots almost.
From Circus RC
What were those tires for?
for 1/8 buggy.
Ah,
That means it'll fit. That means I could get those to fit on an Arma.
Well, that's what I got on my HPI Savage. My Savage has 1/8 buggy. And let me tell you, they work great on that truck.
I do need another set of tires for my Inferno.
The Savage I had tires on it that were, I would say, about 3/4 the size of a Clodbuster tire.
Okay.
And they were a deep V type pattern on them.
Says you got no email.
Yeah. It's in the
Oh,
chat.
yeah. There he is.
There he is.
There he is, Jack. Uh-oh, I know what Kurt's gonna do.
You're muted, Jack.
Hey, I was at the back playing with my dog when I had the live going. I could hear Brad from out the back.
Mhm.
Evening,
How's
Jack.
everyone going? G'day.
Good day, Jack.
And you said you gotta get in
So
on that.
you're out in the outback. You're out back
Out back.
Yeah, I was out the back,
playing with
mate.
your dog.
I was out the back, mate.
Yeah.
Out the back on the outback.
I like that color scheme on that body. That's good looking.
They have two of them. One's blue.
Yeah, I
I
like.
liked
Good.
I liked the video of it. It looked
Video
like
was pretty
pretty good. So you
I don't
can
know if I
run
want the blue or the
22S.
white and orange.
You can run 22S, 13S, or a 4S on it. So it will run on 3S.
People must really like this Mojave. They have 3 different size Mojaves.
Very different.
So I think
Well,
they got
it's
two.
right now, there's only 2 available.
Yeah, the one that I think
The
it's
4S, and what the 6S is it?
6S.
So
Right.
you can't get the small one anymore.
The 3S has been gone for a while.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had one of it.
Yeah, they did.
Yep, long time ago.
Interesting.
So it's basically a slash.
And it's all plastic
Yes.
except for that rod.
That's the plastic version of it.
Well, you got to realize, look at the price. Where the heck is a pre-order? I got to go look at
What is
the
it like?
website?
Horizon.
$499,
Yeah, Horizon.
Rear
$299.
gearbox
I
looks
think it's
different.
right around $500.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, but it's an RTR, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Because the EXP 6S was like $550. But
Yeah,
it's
EXP is you got to spy your own electronics.
It's a
with those.
roller. Yeah.
that's what you
So
have, Kurt, right?
I have one of those. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I have one.
It looks like it looks like the transmission's different on the back.
They're an awesome handling car.
It is. I've only run it one time.
Yeah. I've only run mine like maybe 5. So
Yeah.
it's not a jumper or you need a big flat area to run the thing.
I remember when they
Oh,
first,
look.
when people were doing videos, they would
Oh,
jump
wow.
off, like cliffs.
Look at this.
That's
That's
different.
nice.
It's
That is
That's a
parachutes,
nice. That's a nice slipper.
right? That's a diff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
a
yeah.
center
It is.
diff.
Yeah.
That's a center diff.
Yeah, that's a
John,
center
that's
diff
new, isn't
now.
it?
Nice.
Wow.
John, that's new, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a center diff in the 6S.
Yeah,
but not
6S,
like
but not
this.
3S
Yeah,
or
6S,
4S.
not 3S.
Yeah, this is 4.
They just came out with that's new to
That
the
looks
3S and
beefy.
4S
Right.
line.
That's
I wonder.
very beefy.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I wonder if that'd fit in a 3S.
that
I
cover is
think
really,
you need the motor
Possibility.
mount and all that.
Keep all the dirt
But it's
out.
got
That's kind of
cover.
interesting.
yeah, because it does fill up with dirt unless you get
Yeah.
the fender.
Mojave's
A lot of
known
good
for that.
ideas in this truck.
Yeah.
Ball diffs, universal joints for
John
the
likes the new
drive
trans.
shaft.
How the new 4S's are.
John likes the new three diff situation.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
He
Got
hates-
mud guards on the A arms.
Is that
That's,
front and rear
Right.
axles got that?
I think it was the rear, just the rear axle. Had
It's
the
only
mud
2
guards. It's
But
forward
didn't
drive.
they? Am I muted?
That's what I thought.
No, I'm not muted.
No.
Nope.
Didn't they bring like Traxxas Sport out the UDR, and then didn't they bring this one out after it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
This
the
one's
difference.
four-wheel independent
The-
suspension. The UDR is solid rear axle.
That's a way
Solid
more,
rear
yeah,
axle, yeah.
way more.
So this
rigid.
the Mojave handles a lot better, but the
It's more durable.
UDR looks
Yeah.
Scale.
it looks scale when it's running.
The shocks are a little little shaky on the
It's not-
inside.
and the UDR is on trailing arms where this thing has just regular H arms.
Right.
John,
And I
John,
think-
I wish too bad I can't afford one.
It's got extreme bash part, EXP parts.
I don't know. That's something
There you go.
I might look into buying one of those, maybe.
I mean, that new transmission, that third diff is really beefy.
Modular design.
But Kurt, did you notice the shocks on the 6S are a little wobbly? They're not too. They don't feel too stable, like the shaft inside.
You haven't driven your
Oh
Mojave
no, I
once?
haven't really messed with them.
I've driven it once, but I put my Yeti XL electronics in it.
Oh, look at that. An SLT3 transmitter in it.
The first thing I rip out of the fucking car. Hate Spectrum
Exactly.
controllers.
Damn straight.
It'll sit
Thought
on my
about
shelf
all
with the
my
rest of them.
Armas before that.
I don't have anything Spectrum.
I don't either.
Yeah, I don't have batteries.
actually,
I have ESC
Just the
and
remote.
motor and stuff like that.
But for the PTO
the,
too.
the only thing I don't like, it has no reinforcement.
That's
But
what it is.
it's probably got the mounts for it.
Oh
though.
yeah, it's got
Well,
one
that's the
bar.
center.
Sorry.
It's got the center
It
top.
doesn't
Yeah.
go down to the chassis.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
No.
It does not go down to the chassis.
There's a center brace on it.
Yeah, center brace, but it doesn't go down to the center of the chassis like some of them do.
Yeah.
So I
Well,
noticed
it
the
looks like the
chassis.
That's to keep from breaking your chassis.
Right.
It's
The
gotta be
chassis
up top.
is
Because
thinner.
the chassis is holding one point, and then you got that
ARC
brace
remedy.
on the shock towers, and it keeps you from breaking the chassis.
Bruno, the third diff is different than any of their cars.
So
So the chassis thickness also is different because some Armas have really thick chassis. This one's a lot less than any of the other cars they have.
I wonder if it's definitely it's gonna be what, a 60-mile-an-hour car with a 4S?
Possibly.
50 plus.
yeah, Bruno says looks like the same as a Kraton V2 4S. No, I think they've made some changes on this guy.
Yeah, I told them that the third diff is different than any of their other vehicles.
Well, the chassis is different.
I mean, if they save, let's say if they save $1 on 50,000 models.
Yep.
You know,
Right.
I mean, that's a lot of damn money, man.
For sure.
Oh yeah, when you talk volumes, every little penny counts.
Definitely.
Hey, Kagan, how you doing there,
I
mate?
don't know how many RCs these companies put out, but it's a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
John really loves that diff. Their diff.
Yeah, I
Oh, it's
like
too
the look
bad-
of it too. All that
It's too
metal.
bad the truck's not green.
Or
right?
As Sean would say,
Not
metal.
green.
What up?
The bodies to me are
Right.
I like the same. I don't like one better than the other on the bodies. I mean the colors.
Where's Kurt? Hey, Kurt. Kurt. This guy's good. Kurt's asleep.
up?
Look, mate, I'm going to show you something. You know, you always
Hang on.
stir me up. You always
Hang
stir.
on.
You
Hang
can't hear me.
Hang on,
Hear you.
hang on, hang on, hang on. What's up?
You always stir me up, yeah. But I actually burnt myself on the microwave.
Oh, poor you. Let's all do a prayer for Jack. So he
Stuff when
feels better.
when I opened the door, I burnt myself, mate.
How'd you burn
Too
yourself?
bad
The
is
microwave
that?
shouldn't be that hot.
Microwaves are
Right.
So I opened up the Horizon Hobby site, so it is
$4.99.
$500.
Must have been using your
Yeah, but how
conventional
much is
oven.
it here? Forget about it. $1,000 here.
Yeah, we're not talking about you. We're talking about
Yeah, I know that, but
US.
forget about buying these rigs here. They're just too expensive.
well, somebody that wants it is going to figure out how to get it.
Guineas
Was
might
it
get
for-
it
for
for
this, is it?
parts.
How many people here are going to get one?
At this moment, if
No.
I had $500 I wanted to drop on an RC, and it had to be one of the things that came out, I'm going for that the King of the Hammers buggy that
Yeah, I'd rather have that too. I'd rather have that.
So here's a center diff.
You idiot.
Bruno.
Nice background.
See, Bruno, that's different than any vehicle
Unbelievable.
they have. I
Take
just
a-
think that's going to take a lot of abuse and take it.
And
think
I
that's
think a
slick.
lot of their 3S were not center diff. All their 3S are
No,
are
they were a
direct drive in the
slipper.
rear.
Oh, they're
They were
3S
they're
and they're
just a slipper.
4S right now. Everything
Oh, yeah?
3S, 4S was all
Slipper.
slipper.
Because you had
Okay.
plastic
So it's
gear
a-
for the 3S and metal gear for the 4S. On
So
it. That was the only.
the spur and the pin in the middle, yeah?
Yeah.
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 Looking at that. That's right, JD. That's right.
Yeah.
I got no door, mate.
That'll make that car handle so much better too.
What, that third diff?
Yeah. The center diff.
Yeah, but
Especially-
that thing, that is so beefy, man. I think it's probably the beefiest part of the transmission.
Does look pretty beef.
It looks well machined too, the way it's made.
Comes ready to run.
Marcy Remedy.
Metal
Hey,
body,
Remedy,
waterproof.
water resistant.
Yeah, water resistant. And here's the size of it. So 25 inches long.
Bit of a wheelie bar too.
Little
It's
tiny
It's gonna
little body.
resist you.
Oh, it does. Good catch. I didn't see that.
I must resist you.
But
Always
it's
liked
tucked
the Mojave,
underneath the
too.
body.
Yeah.
It's just you need a lot of room to run it.
It looks
Yep.
bigger than the other 4S's. Look at that.
Some nice
Yeah,
ass
looks-
street tires on there.
Looks big.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, street basher.
Yeah,
Right.
well, right. Hey, I guess you would stop,
So-
you'd be running those on that track then, huh?
It's already 17 millimeter.
Let's see how fast you can get that puppy to go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thing would parachute like no tomorrow, man.
Probably.
So
Way
hard
that
to get
thing
like
goes
a slash to go fast.
Right.
It's got that rear end squat
Take
going
off.
on. It'll catch all kinds of air.
He says they're $450 off by him.
Pounds.
Oh, yeah.
450
Pounds?
pounds. Yeah.
Hey, look,
pretty
that
good
Mr.
for what it is.
Marcel Marceau's in the chat. How you doing, Nath? Good old Marcel Marceau with the hands.
Marcel Marceau.
Never talked. Use his hands.
Yeah, that new element's pretty cool too. I don't know if I like it better than the previous one though.
So how much difference is it from the original to that one, to that
What's
version?
up, Brian?
Straight axle.
The original version they did was independent front suspension, and the Element's new one has the solid front axle.
Oh, okay.
Which truck are you talking about now?
Well, the
You're
first
correct.
one they brought out, and then this one.
The Night Walker.
Yeah,
The Night Walker is basically part trail walker and part night runner.
Night Runner. Yeah, the first one was Night Runner, and this one's the Night Walker. And it's got a solid front axle instead of the independent front.
Okay, we quickly talked about the Koso. This guy, and I don't think I'm going to go on their website. I don't think they have info on the website yet. But when you look at it this way, man, that hood looks big.
Yeah, it's a Merc. Of course it's good.
But this is exactly the same thing as the one I have, except mine's orange. And this one is painted.
And the wing is different. That's it.
Yeah, it's just a sticker on the side here.
That adjustable angle on the wing.
Does it have lights?
Yes, it's got very cool lights on inside. It's kind of this lights up here. It's like a halo, like a V shape here.
But yours doesn't have lights.
Mine has lights.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, I actually installed them on there. It actually looks good on 3S.
That almost looks like a Dodge Viper.
Dodge Viper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It does have a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little Viper-esque.
But it is the short wheelbase.
It's cracking me up here.
It's got the same tires as me. I love these tires on pavement. They're very good on pavement.
That wing is ridiculous.
Me and my son run these on pavement, and I think these tires do better than most of the tires that we have on this track right now.
that looks like a 1060 ESC, right?
Yes, no, it's actually a 1040.
1040 with
With a 14 turn.
14 turn, but only 2S. They do not want you to run 3S on this with this motor.
yeah, burn it up.
Nobody
the
tried
speed-
it.
Yeah, the ESC probably can't take it.
Yeah, but that motor would get pretty burned up too, probably.
It is the short wheelbase chassis. Wheel extenders, I mean the hex extenders are on this truck, on this car. So it makes the footprint a little wider, which is nice for racing.
Make up for the wheelbase. They widen the track.
Yeah.
What's with those big things on the steering knuckle? Those big round boxes. What is it?
I asked that question a while back. This is it's now on all the chassis. Before it was only on the short wheelbase. Some people are saying it's for binding, so it doesn't bind. It's to stop the steering, so you don't oversteer.
Or metal, Frank, those disc brakes.
Pardon me. They're plastic. These are plastic. But it's a ready to run. This is the fastest on the market right now. And like I said earlier, that car is exactly the same as this guy.
And I'm sure Jack would like the new old Mercedes one that they're coming out with.
That's the same electronics, Frank, in there.
Yeah, same electronics, same thing. This is exact same car, and you actually can use. I don't think I'd have to turn it on to actually see the halos in there.
Frank, you should show the whole list of them.
The whole list of them. No, I'm not going to go through my list. Of
When did you get that, old man?
Oh, I got that last year. I picked it up used off somebody.
Hey, James.
So I like it. It's very nice little car.
It's a Merc. But don't buy a real one-to-one Merc, whatever you do, guys. Costs you a fortune.
A one-to-one?
They have
a one-to-one. It costs you a fortune. Just ask me, I'll tell you. Costs you a fortune.
They have an old 70s or late 60s model 300 that they're coming out with on that on the Phaser chassis that you like, I'm sure, Jack.
I'm talking about the one-to-ones.
Yeah, Mercedes parts are
Anything
outrageous.
German, you're going to pay for parts and stuff. Anything German, you have for a lot of
It's
money,
just
man.
expensive.
That's
Okay,
just too
Element.
much.
Yeah, those
Too much.
Mercedes are super expensive over here.
Yeah, they're just for parts and everything. It's just ridiculous.
I don't
Element.
think you can. Good.
I mean, 160 grand for a fucking car, you know?
This
My
is
nephew had the AMG one. He paid 180,000 for it.
this is a one-to-one version of the new Enduro night custom truck. So the Toyota truck. So this truck is the one-to-one version for this truck.
That's got hydraulic steering assist on it.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
on the real one.
In the real one, yeah. Go back to it. You'll see
Yeah.
that piston or that PSC. Yeah, that's hydraulic.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
a lot of off-roaders do that.
Yep.
If they're serious, you know.
And let's go find it. Should be in the list here somewhere. Bushido. Anybody got the Bushido this year?
That's green. Keith likes it. It's green.
Candy green.
Here's a new
Where is
one.
Colonel? Colonel, you're making me cross-eyed with those penguins, whatever they are, mate.
Those are the what do they
Yeah,
call
there's a
those?
green
Sipping-
Where are you, Colonel?
drinking bird.
Oh, I hate their website. When you click on the thing, it takes you on a new page.
Green for Keith.
I'm doing some stuff, so that's why.
Keith,
So-
we all,
Show
we were
my
all
face
looking
right
for
now.
you Tuesday.
Yeah, everyone was looking for you. Not me, though. I wasn't looking for you. I don't know why everyone's looking for you. I wasn't looking for you. Man.
Yeah, I don't care if you look for me, Jack.
That's all right, mate. Nice
So
new
this
video
is
you
the
got
new-
there, too, with that rig KB.
Okay, this is the new truck.
What,
From
mate?
Enduro.
Yeah, it was a swap meet. I had to cut a lot of it, the sound off because that
Yeah,
was making
but
too much noise.
Colonel, you gotta edit your title, mate. It's not meat that you eat.
No, I didn't do it. My wife did it.
Okay, guys, you can chit chat after the after hours and things like that and talk about your life and things like that. Let's get back to what we're talking about and is about RCs right now.
But that was about RC. What's the matter
Thank
with
you
you,
very
old
much.
man?
Oh my God, they want
About RC.
Yeah, it was about my swap meet.
I
So,
wasn't talking about family life. What's the matter with you?
this is the
Where's
truck,
Guru
but I believe
when
it
you need
has it has not the low center transmission. I don't think it is.
Mm-mm. No, that's the old X,
Yeah.
Stealth X.
So this is the older one that has not the low center gravity transmission.
Who's going to get this one?
The only advantage on this truck I find is just how nice the body is, because it's a night from Night Customs. More
Yeah, I
detail.
was disappointed in this build. I really like to have seen them put the new SE stuff in it.
Yeah, the new SE stuff would have been nice on this. That's definitely.
They probably had a bunch of stuff sitting around. Had to find a way to use it.
Yeah, but at a, of course, and at a cost. But that's what 90% of the people are going to do with this truck, anyways. They're going to buy it and then they're going to start upgrading the crap out of it.
Yeah, I just looked up, not trying to go back, but the Mojave, that transmission is the same transmission that's in all the 3S's. It's the same part number. So it's a different, rather than the slipper, it's the diff. And it'll probably fit, looks like it fit right in the same case.
Cool. Then you have one of those, right?
Yeah, I have like 6 different transmissions because I got them all geared differently.
You have a 3S?
Yeah.
I have some pro line arms for that if you want them.
Okay, we'll talk later.
And again, Element RC now has a heck of a lineup for bodies, anyways.
Yeah. And their boxes, man. Nobody does their boxes like Element.
Just crazy how many different models they are on the same platform of chassis.
And
My
all interchangeable parts.
Yeah. Which one comes with the new transmission?
The U-Tron and the Sendero SE, they're up at the top.
Ultron,
Ultron.
Utron.
Yeah,
U-Tron.
the U-Tron.
U-Tron.
U-Tron is IFS, the new IFS 2, and then the SC is just a straight axle, but it's got the newer style axles on it.
But this is weird because this has a new transmission, but it does not have bearings. I hear, right? It's got bushings.
That's correct. So does the U-Tron.
So it's like entry level, but the transmission is lower to the
Bushings are
lower
brass,
gravity.
plastic, aren't they?
Right.
Okay.
Inspired by modern Australian said.
Who said that?
What it
Bed-
said about the U-Tron.
Yeah, it's
That
inspired by
bed
the
looks
U.
low too.
Yeah, that's a
Sorry,
weird
Josh.
looking truck, but it's cool as fuck, man.
Yeah, I got it. I love it. It's a lot of fun.
Looks like it. And the other one we didn't talk about yet, or today, or on my channel, we talked about on Tuesday, is Red Cat. So Red Cat is doing a giveaway if anybody wants to enter. Here's your official rules, and it's gonna end on the 23rd. So I will put this in the chat. If anybody wants to go enter, you need to do is complete the form below. I've already entered it. I guess it knows with my IP address. Anyway, I'll find the other link.
Yeah, it
This
says
link.
the winners will be notified by email.
Yeah. Don't know if that's going to work. Try to put that in the link.
There's no videos yet, Tank, for that new Red Cat crawler, right?
There's no videos of it.
Yeah, is there any
No
videos of
one's
it?
showing it driving. It's
Not
at a
yet.
wall.
I mean, it's still
Yeah, there's
reorder.
there's a promo from Red Cat. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if they did any early releases.
Yeah, I don't think there's any out in the wild yet.
It comes out. Didn't what Darren say? Joe, next month, middle of next
Something
month, into
like that.
next month.
Yeah, I think they showed it off at Proline by the Fire, but they haven't, sent a bunch of them out like RC Four-Wheel Drive did with their buggy.
I think
I
EXO
kinda-
hinted that he had one, but he couldn't talk about it yet.
I kind of like how that stands, kind of low.
It's a great price for an entry level crawler. I mean,
They
it's
don't
got
have
a Ford
any
motor
green.
mount.
I mean, that's not a
Which
trail
truck?
truck. That's a crawler, right?
OCG,
The Ascent,
too.
The
the new
Ascent.
Red Crack crawler. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got a
They're
Ford
what-
motor
they're what,
mount. It's got
350 and 380 or something like that.
289 and 299. If you want the Bob body, it's 299.
I like the Bob body.
Green.
Well, if you get the red body, it's $10 cheaper than the blue one.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
the blue one is 2-piece.
Duplicate. Vehicle, crawlers and trail truck.
Dove
The new ones are, here's
Right
the
there.
Ascent.
says
Yeah, so if you chose a red one or the blue one, price is going to be different.
And keep like a blue one because it's not green.
I don't know. I get the feeling like they're slightly attacking the actual SCX10 Pro.
I don't like the
it's a lot-
Bob
it's very
cut though.
similar, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's
the
kind
way
of,
the SCX10 Pro's been selling.
Except it's
Mhm.
got portals, so it's got that on it.
This one's got
Right,
portals.
but
Yep.
no.
Oh, the Pro does.
Pro does not.
Oh, okay.
This
Or
one.
does not. Those ones do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
are
The
they? I
price is-
thought
there's a price, $299,
Pretty sure they got portals on them.
$289. So
You do,
$10
yeah.
more for the pitch body.
Yeah,
That's
And the
what-
body's not a fifth scale body.
a little bit more.
Eclectic Electric says that RC Patina guy got one already.
The hauler. He had it at Proline by the Fire, and it looked amazing.
That's who had it.
I mean,
okay.
there's hardly even any overhang on the front. So that should just go right up shit.
It looks
Yeah.
really good.
Pinched
It's a
or
hinge.
bobbed,
It's a hinge
whichever.
in the front.
Yeah,
Hinge
It's
in
got
the
a little
front, yeah.
pin,
portals.
and then you just pull the two body pins and it rolls off.
I don't know. I think they finally got something together that might actually compete with some things.
Yeah.
I like that truck.
Mm-hmm. So do
You
I.
like,
Yeah.
the blue one better, don't you, than Josh, than the red?
Well, out of the box, it
I'd-
should be pretty good.
Look
Yeah,
at the deep
I'd
bed.
be fine with either of them.
What do you think of
Right.
the battery location?
I would move it to the
Rear?
front. So they said
Like right
in
behind
their
the cab.
video,
Look, Keith, it's got a deep bed.
Yeah,
What, Josh?
Red Cat said in the video, basically that's where they put it for now.
Yeah.
But they have battery strap locations on the side. You can move your ESC all around if you want to mount it on
I'm
the
thinking
side and
about
all
it.
that
I'm
stuff.
thinking about getting this.
I wonder how wide that is, that battery.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can move the
connection, long.
ESC to the back, to the side,
Yeah.
and
I mean,
the battery
wide.
Put your
strap.
battery on the opposite.
I like the blue, EE says.
Oh yeah,
Think they'll come
Those
out with
shocks look
with
pretty
just a roller?
familiar.
I don't
Yeah,
think they'll
they
do a
look like
roller
what?
because it's so cheap already.
Look
Yeah,
at all
you
the
can also do
shocks.
overdrive in it.
You don't think they'll do a roller because it's so cheap, Josh?
Yeah, they haven't done a kit in a long, long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, look at all the
Shocks
places
look
you can
pretty
do the
familiar.
shocks.
Yeah, but I was looking at
Graphics.
this. I was looking at this after you talked about it last week, and it's starting to appeal to me.
so
Didn't
it
I?
also
One or
has
the red one.
That's
10 to 20%
Underdrive.
overdrive, underdrive.
Yeah, optional.
so the spur gear
But
is
it's
up there,
included.
and it goes back into the
The transfer case. Yes.
transmission that way.
So there's a
Yeah.
reduction in the transfer case, and there's a reduction, obviously, at the spur gear, and then the
Yeah.
four.
Yeah, it's a,
It's got three different reduction and the diff, so four reductions probably.
yes.
And the
it's-
separate transfer case
Probably.
is extra scale point.
Yes.
5 extra.
Force transfer case. Yes, you get extra
Right,
springs.
motor mount. FMM.
Does it say the dimension on that battery pack? I
This
mean,
is
the
a shorty
holder?
pack. This is a shorty.
It has to be a shorty pack. My
I
battery's
think
It
been
moves
fitted.
in or out.
He says he can't get that.
Oh, it does say moves in or out, but
Yeah, I see
you're
that.
restricted. You're restricted on your body length, though. Width. I mean,
Yeah,
these are
how wide the
friggin' small
body is.
bodies.
Yeah.
But you got a lot of positions for those shocks, I'll tell you that.
You can just run one of those mini 3S Ovonics that,
But Tank, go back to the blue one with no bed. If you for a
If you-
second.
if you-
They just
The
had
battery
it
pack
taken
on the
off.
outside?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that'd work.
The fender flares
They
off
also
of it,
said
it sits inside of the tires.
they also say that at 8.4 volts, the servo is 45 kg.
Yes.
Nice. That's a
Hey,
good
it wouldn't-
upgrade right there.
But if
That
it's a brass,
servo.
if it's a brass gear, how long do you think it'll last?
Well, it all depends if you
Depends
have
on
it
how
pinched
hard
or
you-
not.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, would
It
you think
is
it'd
a
burn up?
35 kV servo directly from the ESC, but if you run it on 8.4, it becomes a 42.
Yep.
So I
Pretty
don't
good.
understand that, but that's good.
That's not bad.
More
Yeah.
power, more
higher
power.
higher voltage, you get more torque.
Which means you need a BEC. You need a what's called a BEC to
And
supply
technically-
voltage directly to it.
When
So
they
it could
said
be a
eight-
decent, it could be a decent servo.
A BE
Seven-
is about $20, 15,
Yeah.
$20.
Cause I do 8.4 volts, so.
Or if
No,
you
8
put the
yeah.
hobby, or if you put the 1080 in it, the new one goes to 8.4, doesn't it? The G2,
Yes, it
mini
does.
one?
the new G2 1080.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to be careful what you say, especially in YouTube, because people don't realize that if you use a receiver, some of those cheap receivers don't go up in voltage. They only work
Right.
at 5 volts or 6 volts. So you have to be very careful when you bump up your voltage on your built-in ESC or built-in BEC in your E
That's
ESC.
true. And
Yeah,
you don't want to run
you
the
do
power
that.
from the ESC to the
Like,
receiver with
to
the
your
receiver.
receiver.
Top receiver will go 7.4 volts, no problem. But a lot of receivers that are out there, especially on
Can't
these RTO,
handle 8.4.
not good with that.
Yeah, Holmes Hobbies makes a harness to bypass to make that work without frying any electronics.
Yeah, it's a BEC. You can buy just a BEC to actually do that, a
BEC,
BEC.
yeah.
No, they make a Y harness that you can connect your servos to right to the BEC. It also connects in the receiver, but doesn't.
Okay, then you don't. Yeah,
You're talking about a direct power servo, which is a whole nother deal.
Me? No.
Direct power, you
Yeah,
plug
it's
directly into the bed.
No, you can direct power the server from the BEC without putting the power into the receiver, and then use the ESC to power the receiver.
Right, you just have to flip.
Hobby makes a little harness for that.
because not everybody is knowledgeable that they can make their own wire and solder and take the pin out and make sure the ground and positive only goes to the servo,
Grounded,
but you also need the ground and the signal to go to the servo. So you need to connect all those wires to split your signal. So I'm knowledgeable enough that I can do my own cable, but a lot of people don't even want to bother. And as soon as you start trying to explain to him, they get like, wow, this is too much. So Holmes Hobby has made a cable to actually do that for you. So you just connect a back directly to that cable and you don't have to do the math or worry about anything. That's what he's saying.
Yes, thank you,
I
Frank.
wonder, are they putting plugs on their BECs now for that purpose?
Probably Holmes Hobby probably will, but I've seen some people started to put plugs on BECs. Yes. But it's the lower brand Beck I've seen. The one that comes from Castle Creation don't have connectors on them. They're worth a little bit more. The amperage, they can run a heck of a lot more amps. Yeah, that like that one, that's a 10 amp.
Right there.
Yeah, that's the one. That's what I run in a lot of rigs.
So
you can program it with the Castle link.
Yeah.
15 amp. No, 30 amp.
Can you now here's the thing, can you do it with the B-Link?
That's 10 amp, I believe.
No, that's right. It is. That took me a minute to focus. It
Yeah,
is 10
and it
amp.
does up to what?
Yes.
Another one, 20, I think.
You should be able to adjust it with the B-Link, yes. But the B-Link has to be connected to the Beck and not your ESC.
Correct.
Well, yeah,
put it,
obviously on that one.
And you don't need to be plugged into a battery either. You just plug it right into
Green Frog, can you turn down your TV?
Sorry about that.
Actually, I think the Castle even recommends not even connecting the BEC to the receiver so it doesn't pick it up.
Yeah. I mean, I've done it. I haven't had issues, but it's probably not good.
Connecting what to the receiver?
The BEC.
Okay.
Because it can back feed through and pick up the ESC.
Well, you always got to lift that. Yeah, you have to lift your red wire off what's ever going into the BEC or the other way else.
ESC. Yeah, you don't.
ESC.
Yeah.
To power your servo, what you do is you eliminate the power wire on the servo that's going to the receiver, so that you can connect power from the BEC to it.
Right.
And then, but the receiver is still going to pull its power in a normal way off of the speed control.
Yes.
You see what KB, a Team Junkyard Dog says, you shot a video at the same swap meet at Santa Maria.
Yeah,
you guys should collab. He says you guys should collaborate.
Did he end up talking to you this
RC
time,
every
Keith?
day was just about 2 seconds.
About 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Hey, well,
RC
that's
every
really
day was there too.
Yeah.
With them
nice.
other real cool cars.
So coming back to this crawler, I think it has a lot of good potential, especially the price. The price on this is
I'm kind of
pretty good for an entry level.
It's under $300, right?
And it's all metal gears, right? Maybe not the spur gear, but
what's the price on this thing?
Yeah, there should be all metal
Yeah,
gears.
$299.
Nate.
$299 or $289, depending on which one you take. So
part support is good.
Oh, the blue ones, the blue ones. So you can take the back off the blue one.
That is correct. The
Yeah,
blue one
That's
has
what I,
Yeah,
yeah,
$10 more because it's a two-piece body.
yeah.
When it's narrowed at the front and the back too for tire clearance.
Yep.
Well, it's
Endo.
easy enough. You can cut that
Yeah,
bed
but
off
it
the red
looks
one.
nice like that though. The dove shape.
But Keith likes to they have deep beds.
Yep.
Well, I'd have to build a bed for the battery I use.
Well, I just thought you liked that they made a realistic bed where.
Oh yeah, deep. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Looks like an old
Dirk said he's
Toyota.
going to
now they actually put in their vehicle class for this, they actually put those trucks into RC lowriders.
Really?
Makes a lot of sense.
Oh,
Uh,
them
they-
two big trucks. I thought you were talking about the other truck thing.
No,
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
so
I seen a video. The guy, man, he really put some patina on that. Really cool. Did a good job on it.
And that goes up and down.
Bounce. Yeah, it bounces. He was bouncing it.
yeah, it goes up and down with servos, but they're not included with
Is,
it.
Tank, is that dually in the back or just single?
Single.
That's a dually.
Single.
No, they are dualies. Sorry,
Oh,
They are dualies.
they are dualies.
Single axle.
yeah, single axle, but dually tires.
So
Rear-wheel
it is
drive.
only rear wheel drive. But
Mm.
here's the arm. You can see the arm, and it's like a cantilever system. So when it pushes on it, it pushes down on it. This is what I want to do for my truck also. This
For
is
your
what I
truck.
was expecting to do with my brother's help with his
That was ready for some
Welder?
surveys.
with his 3D printer. Yeah.
I'd like to
Oh,
see this
3D
next
printer.
to yours, Frank. I'd like to just to see the differences.
Oh, I like to see it too. Once
seems
it
like-
comes in at a hobby store, I'll bring mine and to put it side by side.
What are you building your chassis off, Tank?
It's a Cross RC.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be the same length as this as the Red Cat vehicle.
It should become the same length. It's going to be a little bit narrower, about a 10 centimeter, 1 centimeter narrower.
Yeah, they said
That's
that
not
this
too bad then.
Ram truck is right at 3 feet long.
I wonder how much it weighs.
All the specs are there. We didn't look at it yesterday.
Yeah, that's a nice looking truck.
Hey, I thought it showed some of the. Oh, it's lowered. It shows the chassis. Officially licensed.
No servos though.
No
Sorry.
servos, but it's just
Alright.
2 servos.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't come with it, but they have a servo kit you can buy for it.
Yeah.
Ready to
Or
go.
you can buy your own servos and put it on there. So 35.5 inch long. So probably if you put the winch on, then it's 36 inches long. It does go down all the way to the ground, and light kit sold separately.
Yeah.
Well, you got to have the light kit with that thing.
You
Trucks
do,
need
but
lights.
So there's the
yeah.
body.
They took a
I
little.
like
less-
lights, but they're a pain in the ass.
They are a pain in the ass.
So there's a battery compartment. Is it right here on the top?
Oh, that's easy to get. That's easy
I
enough.
didn't even see it. I thought it
they
was just
did
no
look
interior. It's got a steering wheel and everything in there.
Yep.
Oh, that's
And
nice.
and no driver.
Yeah, no driver. I think the guy I seen on YouTube, he had Arnold in there. I don't know if he did anything to his legs or not, but
He must have, because unless he cut the bottom off, because it doesn't
Yeah.
look like there's a lot of room for legs.
Yeah, I think that's like a half tub on the inside there.
Yeah.
Not really deep enough.
I like
there's
that.
the
It comes
dually
with
in the rear.
interior.
Most of a driver in there.
But
Uh,
Keith, since they don't have green, you take blue.
Yeah.
So there's the optional decals that you get with it that you can actually install.
Decals.
Yeah, decals, stickers.
Yeah, I was talking about that new trailer, Dirk, for WPL.
That pinstripe looks pretty good on the bed.
Yeah, that's nice.
But those are
Go with a
bits to
low
put on.
rider.
And here
Yeah,
is the
boy.
servos.
But it does come with it.
And it is a pretty big motor on there. It's a 45 turn motor,
550 or 540.
550.
It's the same as the crawler motor, right? The Ascent motor looks like it's the same thing.
No, I think
No, that
this
one's
is
a 35 turn on the
no.
Ascent.
I don't think so.
The set was 42.
So that's a 4-channel.
This was 42,
Yeah, and this one's a 45.
55. It says.
Oh, it's a 55 on the other one.
Well, it's towing things. Needs more torque.
Oh, it's a 550,
550,
42 turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this one, I know we're going to see it.
Is that
Talk about it.
that's a pretty high big motor for a crawler, ain't it?
Not too fond
Yeah.
of the.
They're usually like
For
32.
550 with a 42 turn, that's a pretty low turning motor.
Is it good?
Battery motor. Yeah, 42 turn, 550.
Yeah,
brush
same motor,
Same motor.
same servo.
Yeah. And
I
this
mean, a
one is
550
549.
A 550 motor typically is a slower motor with the same number of turns as a 540, right?
Shorter. The 550 is a longer cam.
Yeah, the 550 is long.
It is longer, but I think they have a lower RPM, a lower KV
Yeah.
rating.
Yeah, it's extra torquey compared to a
I
5.
was gonna say, isn't the 550s more torque and the 540s more RPM?
And that's
More
what you
torque
need
and-
for the crawler.
Yeah, I think there's just a different KV based
More
on
torque.
the turn
and drag.
don't
On
line
the
up.
armature. I
Yeah,
mean,
more
you can
torque
do-
and drag brake because it's got bigger magnets.
And it's Arctic blue.
And its
I mean,
circumference
metallic
is
blue.
bigger too.
Yeah.
What's that, Brad?
If you put it up against the 540, the circumference, the roundness
Yeah.
is wider on a 550.
Yep, slightly bigger, yeah.
Wider.
And longer.
That's what she said.
Frank, have you heard of Rhino Crawler?
Rhino crawler. That rings a bell.
It looks like a pro crawl, it's a shafty crawler. It's on Amazon, but I can't find a whole kit. It's just you buy all the parts.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
It's pretty neat looking.
Wait a minute. Is that like
It seems like I've seen the
10
kit come
to
too. I don't know. I look at a lot of shit.
Rhino Crawler.
So this is the new Team Associated MT12 monster truck. We showed this on Tuesday with Brad. It is a 12 scale, and it comes with lipo or without lipo. So this is the lipo combo.
Yeah.
How much?
Ready to run.
I wish I could
219.
have one of them.
219. That's cheap.
Right?
I think it's a
Is that a bronze
360
bushing in
motor.
there? Is he
360.
bushing?
380.
380.
Oh, it's a 112.
Yeah,
That's a
112
380
scale.
motor.
Exactly the size of the motor. I'm not sure. Does it say the size of the motor? No. Ready.
380.
380. That's it. Doesn't talk about.
Think it'll
size,
be
motor, or speed.
better than a lunchbox, Brad?
It's a
Better
mini
than
lunchbox. It's
probably
bigger
the
than the
same
mini
body's
lunchbox, but
probably-
it's a medium lunchbox.
Well,
This
lunchbox,
body's probably the same as the
lunchbox is 112.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It is 112.
I was saying, do you think it'll be better than a lunchbox?
It's 4-wheel drive.
Well, yeah, I know. But fun wise, what do you think?
I don't think it's as fast as
I'm,
the
I'm,
lunchbox.
I'm
though.
sure it'll be much better than a lunchbox.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
why? Why is it going to be better? Because it's 4x4?
Yeah.
Well, and plus that's a Lexan. The lunchbox is a hard body.
Right.
Well, there's good points in each direction, but as far as
Lunchbox, you could
driving-
run the 540 though, can't you?
I would
Yes.
love to have the
Bigger
MT12.
motor.
That's what I thought.
I think the
reason it doesn't
lunchbox is going to
run
go
the
faster than that guy.
Yeah.
Going to jump better. I don't know. It would be nice to have a head-to-head. That's for sure. Brad, arrange a head-to-head battle.
Yeah. Too bad I don't have one.
You have a lunchbox, though.
I have 2 lunchboxes, one black and one regular.
Are they built?
No, they're gonna be a while before they're built.
No, they're new in box is what they are.
New inbox, huh? Is the box sealed?
The saran's off of it, but the box is closed.
And this is the last one that we're going to
New
talk about
inbox.
tonight is this guy.
Yeah, but it's too big for Matt. 18 scale.
This is an 18 scale. Mind you, it's got the same tires as a 24 scale. Just looks, to me, it
Who
looks
was
more
making that?
real.
FMS.
FMS.
FMS. Yeah, they're like on the corner
It's got the
of that, right?
Right.
two-speed transmission from the FCX24. Same train.
Yep.
Keith, you say on the corner?
They say the
Yeah.
wheelbase is longer on this.
They're on the corner with that.
They're on the corner.
See
Yeah,
the
there you go.
lips?
So colors are
They
yellow,
say this car is a
Keegan.
little longer in wheelbase.
yellow, blue, and gray. And
I like the gray. Too
No,
bad there's no green.
Is that a Toyota, right?
dude, the,
Yeah.
look at the jack
80.
stands in that trailer. They're
Yeah.
huge. They look like jack stands for like a
10 scale?
like an 8 scale.
Yeah, but I know Matt wouldn't be interested in this.
Dude, look at them. Look at the jack
Nah,
stand.
not 18 scale.
That's right.
3.7.
Not 18 scale. You wouldn't be interested.
Because 18 scale is still kind of iffy with a lot of marker.
Action figures are plentiful at 3.1 inches.
who does the guy remind you of?
You.
Somebody with a flat top.
How much younger are you?
Reminds you of Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz
Hey,
Lightyear.
hey,
Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
Used to have
Hey,
things like
Sean.
that.
Some cunt, eh?
Hey, they can't. What's up?
There you go.
Look
So
at
looks
it.
like a fucking cunt, all right?
It's taking that log like no problem.
That's what she said.
No.
Hey, have you ever given her a log? I don't want to know about that.
Got log empty.
Little-
LC80. So who's going to
Well,
get one?
gents, I've got a
Not
early
I.
morning, so I'm popping out. You guys have a good one.
Thanks
You
for dropping
too.
in. Thank you.
Later.
See ya.
bye, Joe.
Truck
See you later, Joe.
Later, Joe. Accessories. What are the
Those
accessories
are
there?
Goodyear MTR.
Accessory. It's heavy. It's heavy for the
FJ.
accessories.
Accessories is spare parts, tires. Same tires
Jack
for
stands.
FC24.
The only accessory you need for it is a black garbage bag.
Thought you were gonna say a couple of firecrackers, Sean. Man.
That's what I was thinking he was going to say.
Why it's gotta be
So you
black?
got a roof rack. and
Yeah. Why
snorkel.
can't it be white and
separately.
smell pretty?
Mhm.
Jeez.
One thing I find very odd and I really like with the 18 scale and 24 scale is the realism that they're putting in the body
Yeah.
and in their truck.
They're
It's
doing
how are they making it so real on those scale and not on the 1/10 scale? To me, it just pisses me off. Like,
Now they,
you know, it's not about the money, I don't think.
I don't think it is.
they did
Probably
do
be more
one.
expensive.
They're calling 110 scale.
Yeah.
But it isn't really the platform it's on is a 110 scale platform.
Mhm.
But their FJ40 body is actually more like 1.6.
True.
Just like the RC four-wheel drive version.
True.
It's a
Yes.
110 platform with a 1.6 body on it.
Yeah, I had one of those before and I did an awesome job on it. I did not want to sell it, but like you guys know, everything is for sale. So the guy came in and he really wanted it. And I said, well, if you want it, this is the price. And he says, okay. Like,
Yeah, it's hard
Okay,
to pass
well,
up.
there you go.
Microwave.
microwave, where?
Microwave.
Jack's still here, but he's not. There he is. Hey, Jack, Sean's here.
I'm just staying quiet because I don't want to talk about anything.
Oh, you
I'll just listen.
flog it and
I'll
then
just listen. I'll just listen to the old man talk
No,
No,
we're
I
all
didn't
good
know-
now. We've finished talking about the.
Oh,
thing.
we all good now, are we? Are we?
Jack,
Really?
the only thing
for
I
Jack.
wanted to do is because I'm talking about a subject, I don't want everybody to go on a different.
Everyone's talking
detail.
over each other. What's the matter with you? I'm sitting here listening to people talking over each other. Why don't you control
I don't
it
want
then?
to argue, Jack. Move on. Let's
I'm
move
not
on
arguing.
and let's be friend and talk
I'm not
about
arguing.
whatever.
I'm just being logic here. People are talking over each other. You can't understand anything. I'm not arguing.
Okay.
I'm making a point.
I didn't
I'll
even
just sit
see.
here quiet.
I didn't
Shut
even
up,
see
you flog. Shut up, you flog.
See, you're talking about everybody talking over each other, and
Yeah.
I can't even afford an
Yeah.
edge. I just
Hey,
fuck off.
Yeah.
look, you just worry about sending me that truck and trailer. Don't worry about anything else there.
No, it's not going to you.
Just send it over here, brother. I'll make a good video out of it. Don't worry about that.
That's it.
If anybody
So
wants
make-
a shout out, if anybody wants a shout out, type in RC 4-wheel drive and it will put a link to your YouTube channel.
Ask four-wheel drive. Why would
RC 4-wheel drive. If you type that in the chat, it will give you a link to your channel.
Actually,
It's 2 letters, a number, and 2 more letters, Jack. It's basic English.
Josh, I had to buy something for your back of your truck.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
No, that's too many letters there, Green Frog.
What'd you have to buy, Keith?
I had to buy some paintbrushes.
He was just being logical, and he was being Canadian. You know, so hey,
You shaved.
Huh?
You clean shaved yourself there, Sean.
Where's Kurt? Kurt, I just
There.
made a microwave roll, mate. Have a look at that. Straight out of the
There you go.
microwave, mate.
Did you use that microwave behind me?
Ham and cheese? Is that ham and cheese?
No, that's
burn
horse.
Don't burn
That's
your
horse.
fingers.
That's horse.
That's horse.
Horse and cheese.
Don't burn
Horse
your
and cheese?
fingers, Jack.
Yeah. That's mortadella.
And that is-
Mortadella.
that's sure are.
That's good stuff, man. I'll tell you.
Mhm.
Don't burn your fingers.
Electric, that won't work. That won't work. Electric wrote radio control 4-wheel drive. That won't work.
So what do you have there, Sean?
What I have where?
You're holding up your little gun there. What is that?
Oh no, I'm just wrapping up my
That's a
solder
hot glue gun.
guns and shit.
Oh, hot glue gun.
You're still living out of motels.
Yeah, I'm in Pennsylvania now.
Show
You
that
get-
little iron that feeds
Oh,
Feed solder?
the
Really?
solder gun that feeds the solder.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, those work wonder.
Right?
solder.
That'd be
Those
awesome.
are for
Yeah, they're
Sally's.
great.
I've never even seen one of those.
Only
Yeah,
Sally
they're
uses
great.
those.
They're the best thing ever, like, because there's so many different, like, if you see how thin that tip is even, and there's so many different tips. They're actually designed for, like, if you're working on motherboards, so that's why they're perfect for RCs. Like, you just pull the trigger and it'll feed the solder wire right out through.
Yeah,
So
what
okay.
happened if you
I
They're all
love
out
mine.
free.
Mine has saved me so many headaches.
How
so
much is it?
what happens if you're trying to unsolder something? It's just going to keep adding solder.
No.
because you're pushing-
The only thing the trigger does is push the solder.
Okay, the trigger's to push the solder. Okay, the
Yeah,
iron
of
is
course.
on all the time.
The iron's on all
Okay.
the time. You just feed it by
Ah.
pushing the trigger.
Interesting.
They're
How
like
much is
30
one of those,
bucks
Sean?
or something.
30
Like
bucks?
30 bucks.
Yeah, it's like $30. I got one for $30 on Amazon. It came with like 10
They're
different.
fucking, they're
solder,
awesome. Like,
all kinds of
and it's
stuff.
there's all different thickness of tips.
Yeah.
It looks like solder
what's the
smoke.
amperage?
Right
That's
there.
what she said.
Nothing but solder smoke.
Resin smoke.
Thickness
Well, it's
of
not resin
tips.
smoke either.
What's the wattage?
That's flower smoke.
Fireworks smoke.
What's the
No, it ain't
wattage on
fireworks
it?
smoke.
Hang
That's
on, hang
flower
on,
power,
hang on.
baby.
This is like
Yeah.
fucking sensory overload here a minute. Right. People stop one at a time. What?
What
What
is
is
the
the
wattage?
wattage? What's the wattage on it?
I fucking can't even remember, but it's a
I
lot.
can't remember. Shit, hold on. Let me look at
There's a
my.
long. I got this so long ago. I can't. But it's
Hold on, let me
know
look at
you can
my,
turn it up and down. Like there's things so you can actually
There's
turn
different
it up,
size
right?
tips.
Yeah, so right here on the bottom,
Right.
you can actually turn the heat up and down even more, like too. So You adjust the
Mine
fucking-
says high, medium, and low. I just keep mine on high.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like it high.
Mhm.
Oh, shut up.
Eh,
420 somewhere.
Is it?
All day.
No.
I actually put the resin right on the contacts I'm soldering before, and then I put the solder right on the soldering iron, and then I get down there and touch, and it just soaks right in real quick. It doesn't, you don't
Yeah.
have to hold the heat on there much.
Yeah, if you tin your wires right, but a lot of people don't know how to tin the wires.
Mhm.
Like, so if you tin them, put them to them together, and just touch them, they'll go together.
Mm-hmm.
The key
But
is
this thing,
using
this
the
thing is
resin.
handy. This is handy because when you're actually in the RC, still trying to do something,
Mm.
and like you can use your hand and have this intel apart in the
Yeah,
RC.
but what is
It's the
What
temperature
Caldwell
is
is-
450 degrees C.
That's hot.
what Caldwell is trying to
That's
say
what
is
it operates
that
at, between 200 and 450.
what he's trying to say is that when you use what the heck this the flux, when you use flux on it first, the paste, then your solder is attracted to that flux, so it makes it a little easier to solder.
It does.
Yes.
But
It's just
there
like
is-
soldering copper pipes. You put the flux up, you heat it with
Yeah.
the flux, and then you feed the solder in. And
But
it-
don't most solder doesn't most solder have flux in it anyway?
It does,
Yes.
but it can burn off.
There is some that don't.
Yeah, there's some that doesn't have flux in it.
You don't need the
Sol-
flux in it.
Soldering happens a lot faster and more accurately if you use flux.
Yes,
You
it
can
does.
take and tin your wire. First, you put some flux on it, then you put the iron to it and put some solder to it, and
The-
the solder will suck right up in that
Yeah,
wire.
it's like
Yeah.
instantaneous.
And
Go to it.
The reason for this, guys, the reason for this is because then you always have hand free. 'Cause even when you're using the helping hands, they still don't get things right the way you want. So with the one hand free,
That makes
you can
sense.
do this any way you want on the helping
That's-
hand. to solder
That's
straight.
why I got it,
Yeah.
because it takes one less
Yeah,
thing out of the way. It's like, all right, now I can solder and with one hand and hold the wire with another while using the helping hand.
Right.
Or
That
defend
makes
my
sense.
pot of gold.
Yep, I agree with that 100%. Makes it a lot easier, I'm sure.
Because
Yeah.
helping hands only can hold it for so many angles.
Well, it's
Yeah.
not that though. I mean, say for instance, all right, it's happened to me.
But they
You're trying to put two wires together and you can't do it because they're so flexible. You hit it and it comes off like, oh.
Exactly.
It's always good to wiggle your solder joint afterwards too, to make sure it doesn't
like
snap.
you have, so like you have all these,
Yeah.
have all these different
Hell
tips
yeah.
as well. So like you even have one like a knife tip. You get all these different tips with it.
Cool.
It
So much.
definitely,
Nice.
it definitely is a finesse thing to do soldering.
Yeah.
Dip my tip in the flux and
Yeah.
tin.
There you go.
with some-
Keep talking like the way.
Exactly.
The first time I soldered, it's like I used up almost half the roll for one little connection. Where'd it
Yeah.
go?
And the wire can suck
We're
all your
talking about
solder up.
somebody using shoe
And your
glue.
wire
Yeah,
is
and
solid.
glue. Yeah.
And the
Hell
wire
yeah.
is very strong.
Can
You
everybody,
bend it no more.
can everybody hear somebody talk for a second and then just until they finish
No.
talking?
We're gonna
It's
have
like
to start raising
sensory
hands.
over- It's
Hell
like
no.
sensory overload. It's like, Jesus.
I'm trying to get a word in
12
edgewise.
people on it or more.
Edgewise.
Jack
Crazy.
says when he solder, I always leave some on the tip and at the end.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Believe it or not.
Me, I pre-tin the two parts, and then I bring the two parts together, and I just heat it up a little bit, and it sticks
Yep.
together.
That's the way to do it. And you put way less heat into everything. You can
Yeah.
hold it with your fingers, you just quick.
Especially if you're
And they
soldering.
look Nice. The
Wires.
solder joints look nice when you do
like
that.
that.
That's a
Tiny
solder.
wires.
Oh, those are fun. I just made an adapter. I don't.
That's a fun
all.
adapter to make.
That's awesome.
Was it?
Psycho said he still has a soldering iron that his dad gave him 30 years ago with the same tip on it still even.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
I have
Tiny
a
wires.
yeah. I have my soldering iron I won in high school from the hobby shop, and I still have it. And I use it. It's an Unger, which got bought by Weller.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was an
I know
80.
Weller is crap anymore, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's just a
I
base.
have-
I plug it into the base so it has the adjustable temperature.
Yeah, I don't have to for the base, but my old Weller is honestly 100% crap.
Yeah.
I've got
Yeah,
one.
I've had Wellers in the bad.
That claims to be 15 watts, but it gets hot super fast. And I've got a 60 watt that I bought that gets super fucking hot real fast. And it's a lot easier when you got a hot iron.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You don't have to hold it on there, and it's man.
The old
I always
Weller,
use.
Hey, Sean,
It's not. It's
what's the
Yes.
name of the company? What's the name of the company that makes that soldering iron?
I fucking don't know. Soldering iron company. There's so many different ones. Like there's so many different fucking make them.
Brad is called Shenzhen, mate. That's who makes it. Shenzhen.
I'm sure it's wrote on it somewhere.
You can do a butane soldering also.
Yeah,
I was
butane's
wondering
better.
how that works.
That's better for brazing. So the butane.
Is that what? Yeah, that's what they do on pipes for water pipes, right? They
Well, you can
braze.
get a little torch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a little tougher with a torch.
Done one.
That's why I use this guy, this soldering.
Yeah.
This is from Weller, and it's a butane soldering iron, but it's actually turns on, and it's just soldering iron.
Real Cletus says
Do you
the
fill
first
it
time.
like
Nice.
with a regular butane bottle? Yeah.
Yeah.
You just push it in. Yeah.
I just push it in and fill up with gas, and it's auto ignite. So I turn it on, and then I just use a clicker, and it's on. It's actually turning red right
Nice.
now. And I use this on the trail at home. I do have a plug-in one in the back, which is brand new, and I still haven't used, but because I use this all the time.
Yeah,
The
it's just like
plug-in ones, I've left them on. I'm like paranoid about leaving them on because I have.
you can get the 3S ones, which is handy like too. So you can get the one that
Yeah, I
just
wondered
fucking 3S battery.
about
yeah.
the butane ones.
I like the
If
one
they
that
were
does
any
hook up the batteries. That one, the one like to a lipo or something. Those
It's
are cool.
Weller Portasol. That's what they call it. Portasol.
Okay, this one. Let's see, what does it say?
Fuck me, what are we doing? Like
Number-
showing down here for
number-
solar?
7760.
Show it again. Yeah, that looks a lot like mine, but mine says Unger on it. Yep. I'll get mine now.
Big fat tip on it. And it doesn't even say how many watts it is.
Fuck
Well, you
me,
guys are gonna freak out because I use a soldering gun. I haven't
No,
actually.
the one you use is actually not bad. You use the double. It's like a bar at the
Yep.
top and it stands on. They're actually not bad.
Yeah.
They're actually good for like if you get the right brazen rod. It's like a silver
Yep.
brazen rod. They're actually good for them as well.
It works really
Soldering.
good.
Soldering
100
guns.
watt.
Yeah, somewhere down
Soldering
there.
gun. Oh, soldering gun I got. I bet you my stepdad used it to go to the moon.
Yeah.
He did a lot of programming for IBM that went to the moon.
Yeah. I could have been an astronaut only my dad was drunk.
Yeah.
Backwards.
What?
No, but I'm serious.
Well, that's good, Keith. That's awesome that your dad was a part of that.
No, stepdad.
Stepdad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
My dad worked on lasers for the government.
That's even cool. That's pretty
He
cool.
wrote a
He was-
program for the Texas Forest Company.
He had
Big
to
fire
troubleshoot.
program. Go ahead. Sorry.
You can plug it right in the side. It's 300 watt.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
And then it's got a knob and switch.
Cool.
My
You can
friend
connect
got one of
that
those.
right to this.
So Brad, you're looking at $16 US.
There you go. There's one
On
for
special.
16 bucks. Brad,
Limited
yeah.
time deal.
There you
What's
go.
that, Amazon?
Yeah,
Yep,
Amazon.com.
Amazon.
It looks like a
55%
solder.
off.
It also has a solder sucker.
By soldering iron.
Oh,
brand.
16 bucks. Wow.
Wow, even
nice.
That's
everything
Piece
can't
of
run
solder,
that.
yeah.
And it's on
Jeez.
55% off right now.
It's not a bad deal,
What's the name they call
Can't go wrong with
I-
that. And he puts tweezers.
right? $16.
I put it in the description, soldering iron auto feed, and it popped up.
Saying, okay.
Soldering iron auto feed.
I might put
Yeah,
that and
the-
save my later cart.
Did you get the solder sucker too, Sean?
It shows everything it comes with. That's not the one I have, but
They got different colors. Oh, they got a
Yeah.
green one.
Hey, there's a green one.
$23.
There you go. $23 for the green
Oh,
one.
there's all
Yeah.
kinds of these things. I can't
Keith
believe
wants
I've
it
never
Different
seen
one
it.
here.
Yeah, but it's $23.
Different company, different price.
Queenie,
Yeah.
you need to
There's a green one. Oh, no, right, it's blue.
17.
One. Oh, it's kind of a greenish blue.
Yeah, that's
It's
better
like a
than
sea
red.
green.
Yeah, that's greenish. Keith wants it.
That's cool.
Hey, John, those arms are RPM arms.
And that comes
not
with
roll line.
Look at
there's
this one.
different sizes, different size solders, right? I mean, there's huge thick
Yeah.
ones. So what size does that come with? 8mm,
A $5
probably the-
coupon.
80 weight.
You probably don't want to use the real heavy solder. because
Yeah.
it's usually core. You want the rosin core, which is the smaller size, and I'm sure that's what all of these come with.
I tried that
0.0.
before with the heavy one and it didn't work.
Flux
0.8. I think
There
is
you
what
go.
that said.
Flux capacity.
That's 0.8.
Stuff you're soldering
0.8.
is not beefy enough to need the acid core. So you just need the regular rosin core.
Yeah.
And this
What it
is
comes with.
63,
Flux 8%.
6337. And that's for heat. When you see a number here, and I can't remember, I think that when the
And they have-
PB
and
is
they have
higher, it's for
different-
higher heat.
Higher heat.
Flux is 1.8% in it.
Tank, does that gun go have a knob for heat go up and down or
No.
is it
Well,
just
high, medium, and low, yes.
oh, okay, it's got high, medium, low.
Made in China.
Of course. That's why it's $16.
Is there anything about it that's not made in China?
But that's
Well, that's
Brad,
$17.
This is
Brad, why,
$13.
yeah,
$13
Brad,
because there's a $5 coupon. So
Oh,
this
wow.
is 13.
Brad, why are you laughing because it says made in China?
Yeah, it's just because it's in your face. They made sure you know it was made in China.
Okay, where's your Tamiya made?
A lot of them have been made in Philippines.
Soldering handguns.
Yeah. Okay.
Some are Japan, some are China, some are Philippines.
So
But that's a
that one's a weird shape one though. Seems
That's
very
the
odd.
one I was just looking at. That one's got a weird shape on it.
Yeah, that one looks like a
Got a
weird.
pencil top, pencil probe on there,
What
whatever.
do you want to show?
Yeah.
Solder and flux.
That's what you need to make sure that your solder flows, no matter what level of rosin it has. You put this flux on the things you're going to solder. And
Bill,
on
how
your-
long you had that flux? 60 years?
No, I've had this flux probably for that long.
this bottle
Radio
of flux-
Shack. Oh,
Radio
shit.
I do that on Tuesdays.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was about to say that, Keegan. This is Thursday.
I haven't used much. It doesn't take much, a little bit. It lasts a long time.
Does.
That's
But
what
it
she
makes
said.
soldering so
And it's
easy
nice to
for
clean
you.
off the tip of the soldering iron. You just stick it in there and let it cook, and then you can wipe it all off.
Real bad.
I was gonna say a non-soap.
Or what do you call those,
Clean the tip.
Scouring pad.
Drawboards, whatever the damn thing's called. That's what the crackheads
Steel
use.
wool.
That's
Nah,
copper.
that's steel wool.
Copper
That's
wool.
copper.
I'll look in here, that's brass wool.
Brass wool.
You
All right.
stick it in there, right?
That's
Yeah, you stick it
interesting.
in there and rotate.
Stick it right in there. Oof.
And
Oh,
rotate.
you rotate it, huh?
Yeah, that's what she said.
That's what I said. You rotate it, huh?
It'll clean your tip
Is
real
that
good.
solder
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
have a, oh, you squeeze the trigger and it comes out, the solder?
Yeah, it stays
Yeah.
hot. Only thing that comes
Like
out
a
is
caulking
the
gun.
It's,
Like a
yeah,
caulk
kind of
gun.
like a caulk gun or a hot glue gun where it comes out as
Exactly.
you pull the trigger.
exactly just like a hot glue gun.
But the tip's
So
hot
quick.
the whole time.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
metal tip stays
Well,
hot
it has-
all the
it
time.
has to
and
be
then it
because
cooks out there.
If you
Yeah,
think about it, it takes a little bit for them tips to heat up. So
right.
if,
Well, yeah.
if it,
I'm just making sure Keith realizes it.
Yeah.
On these things, they actually fucking pretty quick.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they pretty.
What do you got about a minute for it to be really heated up
Not
for
even
it?
that.
Or
Probably
not even? Yeah.
if it only heats up when you pull the trigger, then what happens is you're gonna need a slight delay so the tip can get hot before the
It
solder.
doesn't
comes
heat
out.
up when you pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Stays hot.
Right.
Stays
The
hot.
tip-
It's
It
hot.
is hot.
That's why you plug it in, it's on. And
That's the one that
trigger-
needs the lipo there.
Boy, this guy
Tanks
looks like
got
he soldered
highlighted.
like a pro.
So this is the one that goes a lipo in it.
Yeah.
I think so.
Is that a low? It's nice to have a low wattage version too for delicate.
Yeah, that would have been nice to have it at the track.
That one's 65 watts. That's heavy duty.
Damn. Yeah, that's
That's
heavy duty right
rechargeable?
there.
It's a
about
rechargeable.
10
Rechargeable. Okay, that's a different one then, because it looked the same as the lipo version.
While I was at the track, I would solder my battery wires to the ESC wires. And then unsolder them when it's time to change the battery.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. That's like super efficient connector. Low
That's,
Oh, yeah,
that's,
no-
that's
soldered
that's,
away.
that's the super efficient old school way.
Yep.
Distance.
Oh, look at that, the hands-free thing.
I used to go to the track with a
Helping
generator.
hands.
You know, I was ready to go, man.
This would be fun.
Right? That would be
That's
interesting
big
to
helping
use.
hand.
It looks kind of
Man,
scary.
this solder gun.
That's a pretty cool helping hands thing they got there.
I found one.
Oh,
for
it holds, it
$15.
has something that holds the board.
Oh, those are magnetic little.
yeah, magnetic.
stands. Yeah, I like that.
So you can
what,
position them
$7?
anywhere. What?
That's cool.
I said it was $67.
I'm not sure. Yeah, with a $10 coupon, so $57.
That's reasonable.
I only use the helping hand thing once in a while to hold if I'm soldering something really bizarre.
Yeah, I use the helping hand when I need help.
So all the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say all the time. Yeah.
I mean, it's easy enough to tin a wire without that.
Yeah.
But if you're
Right.
trying to connect two wires, you
Helping
almost
hands work.
a set of helping
Yeah.
hands, you know?
Especially when you're doing those big kick-ass, like big ESCs, those 160 amp ESCs, those wires like the 10 gauge or even higher than that, like they're friggin' huge.
Yeah. Yeah, wire like that, you need a hot iron, like 60 water, you know?
All right, guys, it's getting close to 11:30. We're going to start saying goodbye. Keith, are you around?
Yeah, mostly.
Your mic's up.
Do you want to say bye?
I'm mostly around.
You want to say
yeah.
bye?
Bye. Keep your RC's monies, your hamster smiling.
Thank you very much. And we'll go down to Kurt's RC.
Thanks for having me, Tank. Couldn't get a word in edgewise today, but Everybody have a great
Tank
weekend.
talk too much.
Hey,
Thank you.
yeah,
Smallest violin.
Bill.
All right, thanks everybody for coming and hanging out with us. Thank you for the invitation, Tank. And if I stepped on anybody's toes, I'm sorry.
Get on there, Bill Boynton. You stepped on my toes, mate.
All the time.
Thank you, Bill.
damn it, Bill.
Thank you, Bill. Brad.
Everybody next week.
For having me. Thanks for having a big panel today, guys. And thank you for having a decent size people in the chat today.
Yeah, I
Thank you
didn't
very
even know
much.
Brad was here.
Mr.
Well,
Caldwell.
I
I was quiet some decent time. Yeah, I was quiet some decent time.
You idiot.
Mr. Caldwell.
I never have anything good to say, but I appreciate being here, and it's always an enjoyable experience.
Thank you very much.
Really?
I was gonna say.
Even if you're here, Jack, it's
Unknown
when
RC.
you're here.
Thanks for the invite, Tank. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Stay green. Peace. Jack, shut up and go home.
I am home, mate.
Probably even he is home.
Oh, he's got his kangaroo with him too. Check it out.
Yeah, that's good old Roger that died. That 12S he's on. He's on 12S. Have a
Oh
look.
my God, that is ridiculous.
Cool. Green Frog.
Natty. Thanks for the invite. Have a good weekend, everybody. Hopefully I see you again before next week.
Thank you very much. Jem's Hobbies.
Thanks for having me, Take, and keeping this going week after week, and hit the thumbs up on your way out, everyone.
Thank you very much. Matt.
Thanks for having me, and it was great talking to everybody, and everybody have a good weekend.
Thank you. Sean's RC Adventures.
Everybody, don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the way out, and thanks, like as usual, thanks for doing this weekend, and we got consistency. It was awesome out of this show, right? So, and on that note, I will not be live tomorrow night, guys. So if anybody wants to shut out live, go ahead. But thanks for always being consistent this Thursday night. So, and thanks for the invite.
Thank you very much. John Martin.
Thanks for having me, and I'll see you guys on the next silent one.
Cool. Thank you very much. Last but not least, Jack.
Yeah, you have to leave the best to last. You see, Eric?
I am leaving the best to last.
Him.
That's why I'm going to speak last.
No, I'm not worried about you, mate. I'm talking about us guys on the panel here. You know what I mean? Thanks a lot. Everyone in the chat, have a good weekend. Queenie, how you doing over there? See you all later.
Thank you very much for coming. Well, guys, thank you for coming. Thanks for coming in the chat. Thank you for coming into the live. Appreciate you guys coming in week after week, and we'll see you next time. Till then, go charge up some batteries and go out there and have some fun and break something. Because if you're not breaking anything, you're not having any fun, right, Jack?
Something like that.
Right, kid.